Don't push it. He's going for it. I've had it. I'm gonna fire my lighting girl.
I'll be it.
Hurricane Helene has made landfall. We've got a pile of rain today, and that's it. A little bit of wind, not much. Hope everybody else that is in the path of the storm, which is like 85 miles from us, it went a little further east of Tallahassee. So for right now, a lot of rain. My lighting girl's giving up on me. So yeah, we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. To picking peanuts. The storm hit Thursday night. Today is Monday. We dodged a bullet. We got around 8 inches of rain, just a little bit of wind. So super fortunate. My heart breaks for everybody that wasn't as fortunate. Parts of Georgia, Florida, Asheville, North Carolina. It's just terrible. It's a mess, but thank God we fared pretty well. It's crazy to see the amount of peanuts that we're losing. These peanuts are 165 days old, so they should have been up 25 days ago. So the majority of these peanuts we're losing when we dig them up, and also as soon as the header hits them. The vines get so weak that it takes very little movement and they just fall right off the vine. We're losing a little bit out of the back because they're so dry, but yeah, the majority of them, we really don't even have a chance to get them, and it adds up quite a bit. Just a whole wad of peanuts. Not good. All right, well, Kyle is about to head to the semi-trailer to dump the first load of the day, and we've got a new Ready Vision camera that we've mounted on the nut buggy. It's got a magnetic base, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, straight to a little iPad, so he can see exactly what he's doing while he's loading the peanut trailers, because it's kind of a pain in the butt when you're loading the trailers. You really can't see what you're doing until it's too late. You can make a huge mess. So check him out at readyvisioncameras.com. We had a couple last year. We tried them out on the cotton picker, did great. Now we're trying them out on the old nut buggy. What you think there, Kyle?
I like it.
Dad started plowing up peanuts today after the big rain. So far, so good. Doing a good job. And tons of cowbirds. And if you don't know what cowbirds are, that's what I've always called them. I'm not sure what the technical term is, but this field, they're everywhere. White birds, especially when we start picking, everywhere, everywhere.
Y'all, it's so wet. I ain't never in my life. We came through the hurricane okay the other day. Not much damage, but we got a lot of rain. I tell you what, I sure feel for everybody that was in the path of that storm. Absolutely horrible. Prayers go out to everybody. That's we went through something similar back when Hurricane Michael came through. But I don't know if it even had the devastation that this last storm had. I think we've got, see, this is a little 40-acre field we're in, and then we got about another 75 or 100 on top of the ground. So we got to roll.
We moved over to another field, which is literally just, well, I'll show you. We were over there. Now we're here, a little small 36-acre field, and they're actually picking really good. We're running third gear, which is 1.6. It's hard to believe it. I believe they're picking better. Well, I know they are. They're picking better after all the rain than what they were before. Doesn't make sense, but picking pretty clean. Still leaving a little bit, but for the most part, pretty good. Okay guys, it is the next day. Beautiful, sun is out shining, Keefe is spraying cotton, our first field, 160 acres, defoliating it, get the leaves to drop. Hopefully it fluffs beautiful, bright white cotton, and we'll be picking it in about 2 weeks. So I'm getting his picker ready to roll. I'm gonna pick for him while he's spraying cotton, and I'll show you what we do to the pickers every morning. Jeff's over there spraying his off. We've got one bearing here on the left side of the picker that we grease. 1, 2, 3, 45, 46, 100. Bringing some of your tools back.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I stole some when the chain went out the other day.
Is it really stealing though?
It's not stealing if you return it. Okay, got the pickers ready to roll. We are picking peanuts here at the tally field. After that, we go to Beavis, which is around 160 acres. And then our last field is what we call Peeler, which is around 145 acres. So hopefully we can just get a good 2 weeks, we'll be done. Also, check out this cool Yankum ropes hat. Great, great quality American-made rope, no joke. Oh, somebody's texting me the code that you can use, which is fieldrose at yankum.com. And you save, I believe, 10% off a rope. So give us some love, head over to yankum.com and get you a great rope. Where you at? Where you at? Oh, big wash. Just had a delicious lunch with some chicken fingers and french fries. And Keefe, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I brought my water jug, but you left an ice cold Pepsi in your ice box. And I couldn't resist it, so I drank your Pepsi. But I will buy you another Pepsi. Sorry. All right, just shifted into third gear, which is a whopping 1.5 miles per hour. Gonna look behind the picker, see how it's doing. Looks pretty good to me. That is probably gonna be a pop. No, it was actually a good one. Well, I can't tell a difference from second versus third, so we'll leave it in third. All right, Keefe took the picker from me. We are headed to another field. I'm gonna get a wagon here to put the little dry land peanuts we got around the end so we don't mix them with our good peanuts. But check this out. If this isn't setting somebody up for failure, dropping the tongue right in the ant bed, and I backed up too far. Jordan Mathis, I tell you what, of all the places to drop a wagon, you drop it here. Let's see, goodness gracious. Oh my Lord, would you look at that? Finally. I was even nice and signed the trailer out. You got the two huge warehouses right here, and by the end of the year, they'll be slam full of peanuts, like all the way to the tip top. There's a trailer there now being dumped. Might be one of our trailers. I doubt it, not that quick. Could be though, they are field dry. They're like 9% because they've been upside down for 2 weeks. Chevy tough, built like a rock, right? Okay, getting the pivot moved out of the way. We are here at Beavis. The guys are picking this way. Should time it just right so the pivot will get over here. And then we've got roughly maybe 65 acres. Should be closer to 80, but we lost maybe, I don't know, 10 acres or so from a massive bottom that usually will fill up just about every year. I don't know why we even bother to plant it, but we do. This year we shouldn't have planted it, and I planted the peanuts, went all the way through it, dries the bone, and then here come harvest time, it's slam full of water. Timed it just right. don't. We're chunking out some good peanuts. So Keefe's gonna film, I'm gonna pick for a little bit, and he's gonna show you how to properly set your Amatis peanut picker. How was that?
That's right.
In these fantastic peanuts.
Like Jimbo said, I got him to help me. I was blowing out a few good peanuts. These are little old bitty fellas right here, a little bit different than like what we had just came out of. So I can do this by myself, but it's a lot of in and out of the tractor and looking through the, you know, this stuff down here, just try to figure out what was on the ground and what blew out the picker. But there's an easier way to do it. Everybody has their own way of doing things, I guess, but I'm gonna show y'all the Keefe corner way. Amatis was very thoughtful. They put these nice little access holes where you can see what's coming over the tailboard. As y'all can see, Jim could probably go back and slow it down. You can see peanuts coming out. Now, if they go over the tailboard kind of high, kind of like up and over like this, that's pops. The ones that are just coming and dropping over the edge, that's peanuts.
Didn't look good?
Still throwing them out.
You know we can't turn the air down anymore. You already got it on what, 2?
I may have bumped it up to 3.
3?
Bump it down to 2 and try it again. Because I turned it up, but raising the tailboard, that turning the air up counteracts what we did with the tailboard. And it was picking pretty clean. It wasn't great. It will go though. As long as we ain't getting too much trash. And I'll show y'all, once we get that stopped, I'll show y'all how to check your trash real quick too, without having to stop and get in and out. All right. Nah, we're gonna try it again. I thought with raising that tailboard up, we could get away with turning our air up a little bit, but it don't look like it. That's all it took. That's my process of setting my picker the quick way. Just gotta have help to do it.
Okay, Keefe got the picker set how he wants it, and it's very, very disappointing with how these peanuts are turning out. And I really can't blame it on the massive rain, because as soon as we plowed them up shortly before the hurricane, we knew like right off the bat, like, man, where are all the peanuts? We've got the vines. If we were paid off of vines, we'd have a fortune out here, but unfortunately there's just not very many peanuts. In a good year, we can make one through and have a full basket, if not have to stop before that. Now we've got a little more than a half a basket on one through. So like half the amount that we usually get. Can't figure it out because we throw some Cadillac fungicide treatments on our peanuts. We do Headline, we do Provo Silver, Elatus. We did pre-plant fertilizer this year. I mean, heck, some people don't even fertilize their peanuts and still make a great yield. So I don't know what it is. We've do variable rate fertilizer a lot of times, not every time, but a lot. Nematodes aren't that massive issue. I mean, they're out here, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. We spread gypsum, so our calcium should be where it needs to be. We spread lime and dolomite early in the year, so pH of the soil should be good. So who knows? I can't figure it out. If somebody's out there that wants to leave a comment, think you know what's going on, by all means, type away and press send or touch it. I guess no one's probably clicking anymore. Everyone's probably watching this on their phone. I would think somebody with a backup camera would be a little bit better. Okay, got the trailer dropped off. Almost had a heart attack. I forgot where I put my GoPro, so I got out and thought I had it on the trailer because I had it there earlier. Look both ways, nothing's coming. And the GoPro wasn't there, so I'm like, gosh darn it. A lot of good footage on this camera, and now I've got to find my GoPro. But then I remember, no, it's on the top of your truck. Thankfully, the GoPro magnet mounts, and they're cheap. I buy them off Amazon. Haven't failed me yet, and we've had them on top of the peanut picker, bowl buggy, module builder, trucks, you name it, and knock on wood, hasn't came off yet. So,
well, we're out here at the Beavis today, the Beavis field, picking peanuts. Kind of a slow go. Looks good. Not too dirty. And we're back at the semi.
okay everybody, it is the next day. We are picking these peanuts, but it is a slow go. Second gear. They're extremely tough. Dad's over there. He is almost finished plowing up peanuts. I think he's got like maybe a round and a through, and then he'll be moving to the last field. But I've got my drone. All my kids are over there plowing up with him, so we'll fly it over there and take a look at him. Some incredible drone footage. Movie magic. All right, we got Keefy coming up this way. Right there is where Dad hit the rock and broke the whole foot off the shaker. So we've got the rock flagged. Maybe we'll remember to get it before we plant another crop here. And here is this massive bottom that has fluttered out yet again. I brought the 4960 and made us kind of a track of where it gets really wet. So we're not pushing the envelope, so to speak. We're cutting it off early because we don't want to spend all day long trying to pull out one of our peanut pickers or yank it out. I feel a sneeze coming on. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty wet. Look at all the ducks. I don't know if you can see it or not. We'll zoom in. I'm not a true outdoorsman, so I don't know what kind of ducks they are, but it's a lot of ducks and a lot of water. Don't push it. He's going for it. Oh, he's brave. Nope. What a wuss. Come on, Keefy. Give the people some action. Now no one's gonna use the code FieldRose and save 10% on a great rope. I've hopped in the peanut picker for a minute. Keefy wanted to stretch his legs. Says his legs were cramping up. He's getting old, so that's to be expected. So I'm running the peanut picker for a minute. There's Keefy, stretching his legs, flying a kite. You good?
Yeah, I feel a lot better.
Stretch them out?
Yeah, I feel good.
Do a little walking?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Thank you.
Yep, picker's good when you fall on that bottom. It gets really tough.
Second gear.
Yep.
Yeah. I forgot to tell you, when you see the wet spot, slow down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that,
Yep. Were you flying a kite earlier?
Kite?
A kite.
It was an airplane that
Oh, okay.
flew over.
It looked like if you were flying a kite.
Oh, no, I would never play with a job.
Okay.
Ever. That's not me. You know, I'm always...
I was wondering, but it really looked like you were flying a kite.
I was pointing at that airplane that you
Just flew. The one did fly earlier, so probably
I
was.
would never play on the job.
I didn't think you would, but it really looked like it. So,
I'm all business.
all right, get back to work. Tell you what, I love my DJI Air 3 drone. They're not paying me a dime to say that. Honestly, the best drone I've ever flown. Leaps and bounds better than my old GoPro Karma drone. Although it was a good drone, I liked it. But I should have upgraded long before I did. So anyways, let's land it. There it is. So cool. Okay, everyone, that is going to be it for today's video. The guys are talking on the radio. We're gonna pick to about 7. That should work out where we get the third and final trailer done for today. The later in the day, the tougher they get. Sun is setting, but anyways. That's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thoughts and prayers, heartbreaks for everybody affected by the storm. Asheville, North Carolina, parts of Florida, Georgia, Valdosta. Terrible, terrible situation. So everybody, hopefully everybody's doing well. And yeah, that's it. Jesus loves you. Keep in the field rows. See ya. Bye.